make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Free speech without free listening. So I saw this clip of Killer Mike talking about, the First Amendment, how he was raised with free speech and he thought free speech meant you could say whatever the F you want, right? He said, and after a while, he forget that applies to everybody else. And at the same time, it didn't dawn on him that you get so much further in life if you actually listened. Because people who believe in free speech and I need the freedom to talk and I need to speak my mind and say my piece and la da da da, it's only a one-way street. It's they want to say something, so they get everything off of their chest and and it comes out of their mouth and this is what I wanted and what I'm saying and this, that, and the third and how I feel, blah, blah, blah. And after they're done talking, yeah, that's everything I wanted to say. Whew, I'm free. But when somebody else starts talking, they tune them out. It's like, I don't want to hear nothing. And sometimes people don't realize, sometimes those very people don't understand why people don't want them to talk. Because them talking is not a conversation. Them talking is them saying what they want, what they think they're gonna do, what they think you should do, and saying what you're at fault at, but at the same time they never speak objectively. They never say, yo, you did this, and you did that, and that. And, I feel like this, and that's it. They never say stuff like, you know what, I did this, in that situation, and that probably was wrong. And I could see how the situation could have went this way or that way because, I saw your response, but I didn't even think about it at the time. They're never objective. And I've noticed, it took me years and years to get this concept myself that sometimes people let you talk so you can get it out your chest so they can never talk to you again. And sometimes people let you talk because they know, after you get it off your chest, you feel so free and they don't even have to attack you. They can say, you know what, good, whatever. Blah, blah, this, and this, and we're done. And that person could be stuck, stuck with the idea that, that's all you had to say after all of that. And it's like, yeah, because your freedom of speech is speech. You don't listen. Sometimes people want to vent, right? And that's what they think freedom of speech is, the freedom to vent. But the solution is actually in you speaking and you listening. Now you speaking and you getting it off your chest and that's it. And a lot of times, you deal with certain people who they're spiteful listeners. They'll listen to what you have to say in order to find an angle to use what you said to stab you in the back or double cross you. So if you tell somebody, look, I'm trying to tell you this, and this. This is the information you need to know. You're thinking, you're having a conversation, and they're like, okay. So it's like, okay, are we on the same page? Yeah, we on the same page. But truth be told, they're like, okay, I'm gonna use that to play them in this way. I'm gonna use that to play them in that way. I'm gonna use that to play them in that way. I'm gonna use that to play them in that way, and I can use this to play them in that way. Yeah. And I'm gonna just say we on the same page. So you got to watch out for spiteful listeners. So at a certain point, you got to vet who you're talking to in general because some people want to be heard. Some people, are waiting for you to talk so they can figure out how to get at you. Like some people, they don't listen to what you're saying. They're just listening to cut you off because they're listening for a point that they could just cut you off. It's like, no, you know what, da 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 da. They don't listen to an entire sentence. They don't listen to an entire paragraph. They listen until they feel upset and they like, F it. I'm gonna say blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, that's not a conversation. This is more of an interrogation. And the other thing is sometimes, if you let people talk long enough, they're telling themselves. And sometimes if you let liars talk long enough, they're allowing themselves to not know. Sometimes it's better to listen. And the other thing about that is this. Some people don't want to solve problems. Some people just, they're looking for, you think some people want a problem to be solved, but they're actually looking for a problem to create to cover up the problem that they already created. So sometimes you might talk to a person and you're talking about a problem, but they're looking for a smoke screen that you can come up with, or they can come up with, to cover that problem up with a new problem. And hopefully if they could get it right, the smoke screen could be put on you, and then they're scot-free. Which doesn't really work, just causes more animosity, but whatever. But people want to talk, but they don't want to listen. And sometimes as you get older, you realize the power is in the solution. And sometimes that's the issue. Like sometimes you don't have a solution, and you'll never have a solution because you won't listen. And some people, talking is the solution for them, but nothing really happens with that. And on top of that, some people don't want to listen because if you listen and you get a solution, that means you have to act on that solution. You get what I'm saying? So, and whether you like it or not, some of y'all don't like the solution, or that you don't like the responsibility of acting on the solution, like you having to fix the problem if somebody gives you an answer to it. So sometimes people don't listen because they don't want to put in the work to fix it, even though they want to talk about it, which is crazy, but that's the reality. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.